Collins and move on down the line. And you each have a minute for these opening statements. And the question really is, why are you running for this office? So please begin.
I'd like to start by saying good evening to everyone. My name is Reuben Collins. I'm running for Commissioner President.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Remote mic. Sorry, didn't think of that.
Can everyone hear me? Good evening, everyone. My name is Reuben Collins. I'm running for Commissioner President. I'm a former two-term commissioner representing District 3. I'm running because I want to see, and I believe that I can assure that the quality of life for all of our residents will be improved. I've been a lifelong resident of Charles County. I've raised my family here. I was raised here. And I believe, based on my experience and knowledge of the county, I understand clearly the direction that the county needs to go. And that emphasis should be on infrastructure and job creation. Thank you.
Mr. Fox.
Good evening. My name is Brian Kloss, and I'm a Democrat running for Commissioner President here in Charles County. I am a lifelong resident of Charles County. And it's very similar to what the municipalities of La Plata and Indian Head have done in their last election. I believe that Charles County is in fact ready for a new direction. I plan on running a campaign that focuses on our quality of life, on enhancing our environment, protecting our environment, and providing opportunities for our children. I am a veteran, I am a father, I am a dad. I'm a small business owner. I want us all to be successful here in Charles County, and I look forward to answering your questions tonight.
President Murphy.
Thank you. Good evening. Welcome. This is a great turnout. I'm Peter Murphy, President of the Board of County Commissioners. Many of you know that I waited a while to decide whether to run or not. I was a bit hesitant. But you know, after a lot of thought, realized that we've made a lot of progress in this 3.5 years. And I want to make sure we don't go back. I don't want to go back to increased property tax rates, which we had in the last administration 3 times. 1 time, raised your income tax rate, unfunded our teachers. We don't want to go back there. I also don't want to go ahead with others that are this unbridled, unsustainable growth. We cannot afford that, folks. So we are now in a place where we have not raised any property taxes in 3.5 years or 4, or your income tax rates, and we are getting a sustainable growth by good land use policies so that we can have a quality of life for everyone, including our children, so that we can reduce the overcapacity in our schools, for all other individuals in terms of our transportation. Is that it? Thank you very much. I'm sorry. You can do a little bit louder than that.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Richard Cook. I'm not from Charles County. I'm a native Marylander. I'm from Annapolis, Maryland. I moved here in 2005, fell in love with it, and I've been here ever since. I have a lot to say, so I wrote it down to get it in minutes' time. I'm running for office because I care about the well-being of our planet and the future generations that have to live here. This requires vision, but the vision is already there. It's called science. As Neil deGrasse Tyson said, famous astrophysicist, I want to live in a world where truth shapes politics, not politics shaping the truth. I'm running for office because a century from now, I want historians and our great-great-grandchildren to say Charles County got it right. It's simple. Help fill the promise that 195 nations made at the Paris Climate Accord in 2015. Lastly, I'd like to also say that I do not take any money from anyone, campaign funds, tax, from developers, wealthy, private, public organizations, associations, unions, or any persons. What does this mean? It means I'm only beholden to the people, not to special interests.
Thank you. My name is Leah Messick. I'm honored to be running for commissioner. I love this county. I grew up here. I started my business here. I even founded a nonprofit here. I kind of hit the limit of what I can do in the nonprofit sector, so I asked myself, what more can I do to help our county grow? And the answer was clear. I needed to step up. If I want to make an impact for the future of our county and make sure that we grow smartly, no more sprawl development, I needed to run.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Matt Nolan Wills, and I'm a candidate for Charles County Commissioner District 1. I'm running to return fair and sensible leadership to our county, and that begins with treating everyone with respect, listening to both sides of issues, and making balanced and even-handed decisions based on what's best for the county overall. I'm running to increase the quality of life and the economic viability of our county. Thus, I will work to help decrease poverty and homelessness, increase affordable daycare, and support programs for our seniors, youth, veterans, and mentally challenged citizens. I will work to help educate our children by funding the school budget to the extent feasible, but I will also encourage the Board of Education to establish a Citizens Advisory Committee. We also need to plan for the future needs of the Sheriff's Department in order to keep our community safe. I'm running to make our county much more business friendly while protecting our environment, to bring in good companies with good jobs, to increase the revenue from the commercial tax base to help pay for teachers and other salaries. I'm running to bring much needed reforms to county government and to repeal the watershed conservation amendments.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for this kind invitation here this afternoon. My name is Ulysses Davis, and I am a Democrat from the womb to the tomb. And I want to set the record straight. I know there was something said about all the District 2 candidates who was against the watershed conservation district. That is not true. No one speaks for Ulysses but Ulysses. I am for the watershed conservation district. And I am running simply to the fact that public safety is first, and public safety first and foremost. I got 30 seconds. Thank you so much.
Good evening. My name is Jason Henry. I'm a candidate for District 2 Commissioner. I'm running to bring transparency, accountability, as well as leadership to the government. Unfortunately, some things has happened which question some of the things that have went on. It's unfortunate, but I am running to bring accountability back to government. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Charles McClam. I'm a 30-year veteran. I retired about 3 years ago and moved to Charles County 15 years ago with both my daughters. And I came to the county because it's a county where we can get out, fight, jog, and fish. There's a lot of amenities here in the county. I'm for the watershed. I'm for working to improve accountability and transparency. And more importantly, I'm for bringing about results that bring more economic growth to the county, that can improve the county tax base, so we can keep the property taxes low and not be raising property taxes no time not in the near future. Thank you.
This is going to be fast. My name is John Ashburn, and I'm the People's Candidate for District 3. I'm very excited about moving our county forward. Some of my priorities are better roads, safe streets, housing for rich and poor alike, getting the best schools in the state, and a focus on small business growth. Let me read you some names. Jose Ramon Bumbry, Brenda Jeanette Harrison Bumbry, Tavon Purnell Matthews, Calvin and Candace Carnathan, Swanda Dunn, and an unnamed 24-year-old Waldorf man murdered across the road from the Charles County Sheriff's Office. These people either committed suicide or murdered since the beginning of this year. And that's why I say the #1 resource and the #1 priority of my term will be the people of Charles County. And I promise to dedicate 50 hours a week as commissioner and serve the community as best as I can. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amanda Stewart. I have the honor of serving as your county commissioner for District 3. I decided to run for re-election simply because I'm not done. The work is not done. In 3.5 years, we've done a lot of work, a lot of good work. We focused on making sure that we have financial decisions that have protected the money of the county. We have a AAA bond rating. We have an increased property taxes. We have increased income taxes. Important decisions for land use were made to make sure that we can make sure that our schools are not overcrowded. And also, Another reason why I'm running is because I have the idea that we can improve our schools, renovations, 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 to increase school capacity.
Thank you. My name is Derek Terry, running for Charles County Commission District 3, and one reason why I'm running is because my lovely wife, as well as my child, and my son and my daughter gave me permission. The other thing is that I'm committed to being a commissioner that will bring about jobs, work with the school system, remain environmentally conscious, but at the same time bringing about civility, transparency, and fairness to the office. And to some degree, commissioners are right. They have been busy. They've been busy with broken promises of raising the your property tax within the first year of office. They allow themselves to award a government contract and don't think it's a conflict of interest. They voted to spend $3.4 million in a secret meeting on an overpriced building. And they also voted in secret to pay legal fees to a former commissioner for something that was illegal to begin with. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Gregory Waring, a longtime Charles County resident, now LaPlata High School graduate. I'm running because I seek smarter, balanced decisions for the issues that we really care about. It seems that for topics as today, we retreat to extreme positions, and compromise doesn't develop that way. Collaboration leads to solutions. I think the board needs more of that. I hope that I can be a bridge between different sides of the county, Waldorf, and the western side of the county. I think I can be a bridge between longtime county residents, such as myself, who had an identity of Charles County then, and young professionals that we have welcomed here as homeowners, who look around and want to see what direction is our county going in. So that's why I choose to run for district. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Diotha Renee Sweat, and I'm running for County Commissioner of District 4. I am a 24-year Navy veteran, and through those experiences, I have learned that having a solution-driven mind produces results, and that's how I live my life. I look for solutions to whatever the situation is. Whether we agree with the outcome, we're going to find a solution. I'm also about collaboration as well. When you have that type of spirit, you include everyone in the table. And I'm also a representative of the underserved. I would like to leave you with a number. We are number 3 in the state of Maryland with homeless tents here in Charles County. We have 600 plus students that are homeless here in Charles County. That is the reason why I'm running for office, because I want to be a voice to those people who do not have a voice. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, candidates. That was done pretty swiftly.